My fall-time pajamas involve green sleeves. Oh. It's 100% like, if I get a headache, it immediately just goes straight down. It's like, okay, now you're gonna be nauseous too. And I don't like that part about headaches. But I got it right behind my right eye every once in a while. There's just like a little stamp. I just want to get the last unlock for shields. That's really all I want. Where'd my thing go? There we go. I don't think they've added... Nope, okay. Yeah, I just want to get my last upgrade for shields. I want to get all the unlocks for shields. Everything else is fully unlocked, but we don't have shields. It's not a Duma! Oh, baby. So last time we were like, hey, let's go with small and you asked for it. Let's do this the other way. Because I haven't beaten a normal difficulty map on huge. Turn off maze, because I don't think I like maze. But long cycles is fun. I don't mind the harder enemies. I like the time to spend digging. Put the cookie down! Who are you and what does your mommy do? Oh good, everyone else is getting headaches too. I'm sharing the love. You share the pain with frequent headaches? Headaches often just, they go straight to my stomach. Like, they want me to know, like, your head hurts. You'll feel sick too, just so you're not confused. It's not my favorite. Alright, can you drop the eyeball? No? But some possibilities today. We could do little nightmares. Oh, you're perfectly healthy. Oh, fucking showing off over here, Captain Health-a-Lot. Captain Healthy Pants. Clearly, this pain is because of something we ate. The solution is obvious. Like, that's the thing. Like, it actually could be. Like, I have a very complicated relationship with coffee. And I may have just had slightly too much coffee for the amount of food I had. Because you kind of have to balance the coffee with something that could also absorb a bit of the coffee in my particular case. But I still have the occasional, like, the body doesn't forget that time we had to go to the hospital, and it's just like, we're gonna remind you that if you drink coffee, sometimes life will suck. So that's a possibility. It does make me feel sick when that happens, and that's what I feel. Like, I don't feel like I am sick. Like, I don't think I have a cold or a flu. It's just my head and my stomach are, like, not sitting well. I was sprawled out on the couch watching YouTube with Andrew, and I was just like, I don't want to move. Just need a cigarette with the coffee so you can have a real good shit. I mean, if you want to have a good poo, that's the way to do it. Both those things will do it. Honestly, just drinking a nice... I have a pumpkin spice chai. It's very, very pleasant. It's relaxing. Feeling a little bit better just drinking this. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. I know I was talking about going to the theater tomorrow to see Smile, but I discovered that something that I thought was out of the theaters is still in theaters. And now I'm almost certainly going to go see that instead. I was very excited about it, but I never got a chance when it first popped into theaters in August. And that is Barbarian. Aw, thank you for that resubscription. Primordial energy is primed. I've heard a lot of good things about Barbarian. And I love Bill Skarsgård. I think that dude is great. When I saw that was still in theaters, I was like, oh, hell yeah. For those that keep up with, like, movie stuff, there's a general rule, and that is it a horror movie or a comedy? Whatever you see the critical consensus is, you have to beef that up a little bit, because critics notoriously are very down on horror and comedy. And this is like 93% fresh across the critical spectrum, which is unheard of for a horror movie. So I'm pretty like, oh yeah. I haven't looked into the movie because I've been told it's one of those, the less you know going in, the better. So I think that might happen if I'm feeling okay tomorrow. Because it's October, goddammit, I gotta have my spooks. Gotta get my spooks in. There we go. Barbarian. I have no idea what Barbarian is about, but I've heard that you don't want to know. You want to go in blind. Yes, there can only be one is a bit of a Highlander goof, and it is a channel point redemption. And then first is a chatbot thing, where it sees the first person to say the word first, and it will give them some very valuable channel points. In that they're not actually channel points that you use with, you know, the little coin symbol down there. It's giving you a currency that exists only in the bot and rarely ever shows up. Every once in a while, I will do things that use the dust. Very rarely. But to go back to what I was saying before, because I'm very much operating on limited brain capacity right now, and I'm going to lose track of what I'm saying. Things we could do today. Little Nightmares. We could do... I have never actually played Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, so it'd be a little bit of a learning stream, where I try to figure out how to play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. That's a possibility. Same thing with, like, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We could always pop that on and do a little bit of a learning experience. I did play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, but that was a while back at this point. A little bit's definitely an understatement. It's a lot of bit of learning. That's usually the case with more traditional roguelike games. Where it's like, I hope you want a lot of mechanics, goddammit. Little Nightmares is an easy one. I know that game well. It's also one of the leaders in the polls. Parasite Eve? I could definitely turn on Parasite Eve. Needs to be done after 8 p.m. your time, so you're out of class. Understood. Yeah. Leans into realism while also leaning away from realism. Because, like, it does want to... It wants to hone in on, like, some realistic parts, but obviously when you're cybernizing your body or fighting off zombies, that's a little less real. But I know what you mean. Tazo Pumpkin Spice Chai. If you see it and you enjoy... Specifically licorice. It's a shockingly licorice-forward experience, but if you like pumpkin spice, you like chai, and you like licorice, it's good tea. I recommend it. I really dig this stuff. The other thing, it might just be like eye strain I got going on. Which is why I'm kind of just, I might dress up a little bit. Hold on. If it is eye strain, I certainly have a tool for that. I'm gonna have to look really cool. Hold on. Oh yeah. Yeah, mutant zombies, Migos, plugging your nipples into car batteries. Just gotta wear some sunglasses here. I have 7. Let me think for a second. You know, let's get better digging. We'll see if this makes a difference. These are helpful for iStream. So, rumor is there are ghosts here in this house. We're gonna find them. I look like I'm on, what's that channel that hosts those ghost hunting shows? Discovery? A former educational channel that now is very, very much just... aliens may have seeded life on this planet. Let's play a real serious show about that. And hunt for ghosts. After this, we're gonna go to the fucking money pit. Yeah, the money pit. They're all on the same channel, if I recall. Yeah, like the Learning Channel, TLC. It's funny to me that those are the channels that now entertain all of the wacky shows. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The beard with the glasses, I definitely look like I'm a ghost hunter. Alright, I'm gonna start a new YouTube channel. I'm gonna go to haunted houses in Massachusetts. I have the look. I have no choice now. I have to do it. TLC's in such a sad state compared to when we were kids. I feel like that's true for Discovery Channel as well. Up you go. Oh, it's snowing. It's beautiful. Come along, my little jemmies. The sound of, like, windy snow, that really makes me feel good. Yeah, it has some stuff you can learn from. I only see these things when I visit my family in New York, because they still have cable and they watch television. I live in a world of only streaming services. How's it going, Jim? I'm only aware of that show because I looked it up after watching a Terminal Montage video where they had a joke, my 600-pound Kerbo. I was like, they're clearly parodying a show. What show are they parodying? And that's what I found out. That is a show. I can't say I'm surprised. I know my grandma really likes watching a show about a family of smaller folk. I was like, you can't be serious. That's not a television show, right? That sounds wildly exploitative. It's my favorite show. Like, alright. TV was a mistake. What are you up to, Jim? I gotta say, Jim, you had an excellent collection of suggestions in the suggestion box. Seeing all those long-forgotten PlayStation 1 and 2 titles made me happy. About to start the steak? How you cooking it? Tell me all about it. Clock Tower 3 in particular. Excellent suggestion. That is 1,000,000% going to be something we poke. I'm hoping I can get a decent PlayStation 2 emulator up and running. Like, I don't need to do that. I have a PlayStation 2 next to me, but if there's one thing I've learned about my modern self compared to my childhood self, I hate not having save states. God, I hate it. 16-hour marinade garlic pepper sauce. Gonna broil it to medium. That sounds lovely. That sounds delightful. My dinner's going to be the pasta sauce from yesterday for another day because it's really good pasta sauce. You could ask Jimmy or Andrew. They'll tell you it's fucking good sauce, man. I make a mean sauce. It'll insult you. It's time for my next... I love sword. I got a system for sword. Everything goes in the same natural progression. It feels good. Here, let me take the same amount of time to teleport that I could just walk. It was good until the mallards. Yeah, I just put together the duck one. And it's looking nice. I like that. And I have the one Joe suggested that you mentioned there, open in a tab. I figure there's some setup involved, which is why we won't be doing a PlayStation 2 thing today. Again, unless we physically turn on the PlayStation 2. But I don't want to live that life anymore. I need save states. I've accepted this now. I hate how much progress can be lost sometimes in older games. Yeah, these glasses are not actually changing the amount of pain my head is feeling. I should take a second painkiller. I only took one ibuprofen, but 2 is what you probably actually need. Some shooting stars out there, very nice. I think we'll have a nice selection in our rotation for this October. We'll have at least two retro games. Possible we'll have more than 2 retro games, but definitely gonna do Parasite Eve because I've been kind of hankering for it. Definitely gonna do Clock Tower 3 because that looks great. And there may or may not be another retro one in there, but otherwise we'll also have a little Nightmares going. It's a nice platformer puzzler. Some mortuary system from time to time. All kinds of spooks. Whoop, time to go. Get out of here! Oh, I'm not doing it today. But I will poke with it over time. I will fully admit that a game like that often hits the parts of my brain that categorize that kind of game as being boring, but y'all have a lot of fun with it, and that's more important. Like, I can make myself have more fun by getting a little more irreverent with the game. But if other people are having fun, I start having fun too, and it all comes together. Wait. actually use my teleporter. My teleporter is at a pointless location. Come with me, you stupid bastard. I'm centered, right? I would be furious if I was uncentered. Alright, yes, we're good. Teleports 5 blocks. That was less than 5 blocks. We teleported... Oh, actually, you meant literal blocks. Sorry. My brain was like, we definitely went less than 5 city blocks. We went around the corner, if anything. We were 2 houses down. You have to be exceptionally interesting to properly entertain me as a horror game. Maybe I'll use the teleporter for movement and the lift for resources. I won't bother with the teleporter doing resources. Yeah. Let's try both. We've never done this before. It could be an interesting experiment. No, we are on a huge map. We are on the biggest one. The new category of large that they recently introduced. So I feel like I'll take the teleporter with me when I'm, like, doing the edges and far away. And just use it for getting around quick. Alright, let's start moving toward Lightning Sword, because I prefer Lightning Sword. And we'll also grab Carry Better. I was perhaps a little gung-ho with my getting ready for the wave. There's still time. But we haven't had a win on the new size map, so I figured we'll give that a go. How weird is everything gonna look when I remove these? Oh my god, I forgot. Wow. This thing removes, like, blue light. So, like, you take the glasses off and your whole world is blue. A big-ass fly swatter. Honestly, I might even just, like, grab that thing and just take it around with me. Like, we're gonna use it... That's my one problem with this fucking thing. What's going on there, Goomper? The Goomster. Oh yeah, we'll have the DLC for that coming out not too long. That'll be nice. How you doing, Gopper? Do 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 do. It's your sauce. Oh, you don't say. What's going on, Raving? Surprised you stuck with this game for so long. I like this one a lot. This game hits all the right parts of the brain that make it an addictive kind of video game experience for me. It's very pleasant. You're so very tired. I feel you. Like, I am tired and headachy and a little nauseous today. Which is why today will be... Like, I wasn't even going to play... I wasn't going to play Dome Keeper today. I wasn't. But, I feel like garbage, and this is one of those games that... Like, nothing about this can make me feel bad, so it's just... Yeah, I really like games that let you dig. I love digging in video games. I wanted some nice, easy on the brain... Did you shit your brains out? Not particularly. I think, I might have a light tummy bug. That, or maybe I had too much coffee and not enough food that absorbs coffee. Just don't feel great is all. But I don't feel like I have a bug or like a flu or a cold. I feel bleh. What is game? Have you not seen this one before, Raven? Is this your first Dome Keep? Alright, so Dome Keeper is a game where you crash land on this alien planet. Oh no! Yeah, I don't think I have that. Dome Keeper, you crash land on this alien planet, but when you land, you definitely land on someone's child. And so the inhabitants of this planet are pretty pissed off of you. And so you have that meter in the lower left. That meter that's slowly counting down with the Space Invaders logo. When that hits the bottom, a wave of enemies appears. The waves get progressively more difficult. We, meanwhile, are here because I'm not even gonna say we crash landed. Because the whole goal of this run is to land and find artifacts and steal artifacts. So I'm gonna say we're just here to, you know, completely heist this culture. We're on a cultural heist. We're here to steal a relic. And so we are looking for it. We dig down looking for it. We find resources in the form of iron, water, and cobalt. And we use those to get upgrades. There's a variety of relics you could find down here. The teleporter and the little, like, conveyor belts are relics that I found. You can see we have our upgrade trees. This is your general dome health area. This is your character. You have your drill, your jetpack, and how much you can carry. I'm using a sword dome, so I have my sword dome upgrades. And then I have a shield equipped to my dome. Use the shield upgrades. And then we have our two relics. We have the conveyor belt and we have the teleport. I want to make it so I can teleport faster. And then I would also like to improve this part of my dome a little bit. I don't really need keeper speed if I'm going to be using my teleporter. They'd be rolling over their graves if we hadn't dug them up. We're monsters. Orb speed and additional orb. Let's get these so my conveyor belt works better. I don't really need to start defending yet because the wave is still a little ways away. Come with me. It has a very satisfying loop to it, which keeps me kind of hooked. And there's still things for me to unlock. And then the other reason that I'm playing this game today is, like I said before, my body doesn't feel very good, and games like this, they do not cause me any discomfort. Oh yeah, we teleport way faster now. Come at me! son of a bitch. And off. That's a good fast teleport. I really enjoy games that you just spend digging underground. They're very pleasant. Our great-grandparents worked so hard so we wouldn't have to work in coal mines. And look at us little shits now. Digging in video games. I mean, that's true of so many genres, and I find that very funny. It's like, I don't want to work a fields. I don't want to be a farmer. What are you playing over there? Oh, I'm playing a farming simulator, and it is a wildly popular genre. Stuff like that makes me giggle. The children yearn for the mines. Tomorrow's Tuesday, everyone knows what that means, right? That's right. It means the first anime episode of Chainsaw Man airs. We could finally see Chainsaw Man move around. Yeah, if actual farming was anything like Stardew Valley, you'd be all on board. Hell yeah, tomorrow is the first episode of Chainsaw Man, baby. That's what we needed. We needed more anime to watch in this season that has so many fucking bangers. It is overwhelming how much good anime there is right now. We got Mob Psycho Season 3, which of course is great because it's Mob fucking Psycho. I feel like the myth of Stardew Valley isn't farming, but owning a house in a walkable neighborhood. Yeah, that's also fair. That's what's so great about Animal Crossing, too. A show that I have very high hopes for, that I didn't have any hopes for before I saw the first episode, Akiba Maid War. I have high hopes for this one. First episode's very good. This might actually end up being a show that is critical of maid cafe culture in Japan, which I never thought I would see. Have to wait and see. It could end up just being another maid show with a twist, but I'm hoping this is a little bit of a scathing experience. Yeah, before the first episode, you did say, like, we're gonna drop this show. I missed. I fired and I missed. And then it dropped the single greatest 2 minutes. It was very unexpected and very good. It's so different from every other PA Works show I've ever seen. But I did say that about the last show they made, which was also surprisingly very good. It's Your Boy Kong Ming was a very good show. Alright, so there's this guy and he's surrounded by all these maids, and here's the twist, they all have huge boobs. See, like, that's kind of what I expected, but it's not. You feel like your brain goes larger every time you watch the stream. Just swollen and heavy with useless information, yes. I'm happy to provide. You're welcome, Mega. I do take it as a compliment. Precognitive dog. And there's also a show that's basically K-On!, but featuring a character with crippling social anxiety. And I love characters with crippling social anxiety. It's almost like I could see myself in them. That one's called Bochi the Rock. Already want a better drill. Ugh. Ooh, this is a nice deposit of garbage. I say garbage, but like, this is all good stuff. One of your favorites too? Hell yeah. If you enjoy it, you probably enjoy Bochi the Rock. It's a slice of life. Well, I saw this good stuff coming out when you have no time for it. That's how it works. That's how it works. Oh yes, Bochi the Rock, very good, very good. This is less like Comey communicates, can't communicate, and more like... Shit. I can't remember the name of the show. But ironically, I think that show had a character in it named Bochi, maybe? Shit. Tom, what was the show with the character that goes... Very descriptive, I know. Super helpful. Better that? Yes? And wasn't her name Bochi? I think her name was Bochi. That's cool, I'll just miss. Go away! Anyway, yeah, that's why I'm asking Tom, because Tom probably knows. Thank you, yes, Satori Bochi. I was right, her name was Bochi. That's very funny. See, if I were asking other people, I would have given more descriptors, but for Tom, he already had the context of what we're talking about, and all I had to do was the ah-wah-wah-wah-wah-wah, as opposed to ah-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yeah, get with... Yes, ah-ba-ba-ba-ba is Comic Girls. See? See? Traxio knows exactly what I'm talking about. Hey Mona, can you hear me? Are you still there? You're the only other person I know watching, House of the Dragon, and I just want to say to someone else that's also watching House of the Dragon, I feel like maybe there's too many time jumps. Yes, also had big hair. I don't remember her name though. Satori Bochi was in my head. Chaos. Chaos. Chaos raids is all I see when you're right there. Give me some Starbound vibes? Like, every time I play this game, eventually I say out loud, like, this really, like, hits that same pleasure center in my brain that just digging deep underground. I know, that was her name, but, like, I can't help but say Chaos Reigns whenever I see it. This hits the same pleasure center in my brain as just digging in Terraria, you know? There's something I really like about that experience, just taking your time deep underground. Starbound was a pretty good game that isn't Terraria. It's true. But the general act of digging underground resonates more with me because of Terraria than Starbound, so I said Terraria. Please replace the word Terraria with Starbound. Starbound if you so desire. They are both good games. A seed, you say? Alright, we're gonna save that seed in the hopes that we can find a better a better place to plant it. Like last time we tried to take advantage of talking doesn't work. We tried to take advantage of planting on an iron, but we only planted on one tile of iron, and we didn't get 3 out of it, we only got 1. Starbound has more diggy? I feel like, by virtue of having multiple planets, yes, but also, like, depends on how much you want to dig, I suppose. I really enjoy just having one particular planet that I just ravage over time. There's something about the expanded scope where I can't... I lose focus. Terraria is just the right size for me. I have 14 right now. Well, I have to get my favorite. Better reflection speed. And, I mean, if I grab this, I get more health and I fully heal. I might as well do that. And begin defending. I like the idea of being able to ravage a planet and then fuck off to another pristine planet and deal with absolutely none of the consequences. Like, I could understand that. It's why, I inherently understand that it's a good game. But, I don't know, there's something about the scope of Terraria that's just... it's just right. To use the Goldilocks analogy, Terraria is just right for me, you know? It's my bed of the Bears collection of beds that works best for me. Other people might prefer the experience they get from Starbound more, and I completely understand why. Same with folks that are like, I don't care for Terraria, I prefer Minecraft. It's like, okay, I understand. It's why we could have all these games that every once in a while someone's like, I don't understand, they're all the same. It's like, you definitely don't understand, that's true. That's the part that happens in my brain, I think, Raving. Is because of the size of it, it becomes a little bit impersonal, and then I don't feel like I have any reason to do anything, and then I just stop playing. I think that is what happens in my brain. Swan! Yes, I actually played some Dyson Sphere program, and I very much enjoyed it. I figured I would just wait a little while it was in early access, so, when I play it, I could, like, really sink into it without thinking about, like, I'll have to start all this over when eventually they add more stuff. At some point, I will pop back in and do more Dyson Sphere program. I really gotta pick up one day Factorio. Like, I know I'll like Factorio. Makes you want to play Supreme Commander? Supreme Commander was a really fun game. Another fun game that I never played enough of was Ruse. I really like the concept of Ruse, where it's like, yes, you could fake out your opponent. That's a neat mechanic that I kind of wish existed more. Additionally, hello, Swan. How are you? Just drop you for a second, grab these guys. Is anyone excited for Kerbal Space Program 2? That's not too far off at this point. I don't know what about what we're talking about made me remember that Kerbal Space Program 2 is coming out soon. I guess because Dyson Sphere Program takes place in space. Space! Giggler, what's going on? How is life as an expat going? Alright, normally we teleport, but we gotta go ahead and carry this up. In terms of UI and control, it did have a very readable UI. I remember Supreme Commander shocking me at how easy it was to, like, pick up and learn. It didn't have any of like any of the frustration that sometimes comes with like learning a new game. It was very smooth. Get out of here! Oh! Gotcha! They incessantly demand your attention. Yeah, yeah. You want it, but you'll wait as long as it takes. It's the right attitude. Alright, I think what I might do is I might plant the seed here. Despite the fact that, like, I could just dig this up right now and get some pretty good returns right now. I think we'll try and play the long game. We are playing on the biggest map size right now, so I think playing for the long game makes sense. I'm hoping I could see it from the conveyor belt. That's my favorite command that I've added recently. There's a let's kill Jimmy. Memories of mindlessly farming in Age of Empires 2 when suddenly my friend invades my farm with war elephants. That's what I miss. Is I miss that age of my life when I was playing those games in a multiplayer setting. Poor Jimmy, I hope he's okay. My understanding is today Jimmy woke up, did a bunch of stuff, had ambitions to do more stuff, said he was going to take a nap, and then we never saw him again. That's what happened to Jimmy. I'm very curious about the root system over here. Homeworld also had really good appreciation for the strategic layer and not APM fuckery. Yes. Are you excited for Homeworld 3? That had a trailer drop recently. Once again, I like making it so it's very obvious to my eyes where I should go for things. Now I know, like, oh, big open area. Somewhere over there is where I want to move for my farm. Give it a wide berth. There we go. Alright. All that right there is my farm. I'll probably cut under and around it and have a floating birthday cake. 19 water, 12 cobalts. We're certainly not going to die anytime soon. If we can get some iron, we'll be able to get a lot of the relic upgrades. Nice and quick. Go away! You're the most annoying flying thing. That's not true. The big lightning guy is the more annoying flying guy. I love that he flexes when you hit him. It's like, you think you can hurt me when I got guns like this? My guns! Alright, let's hollow out my farm area a little bit. Yeah, right under here. Whoa! Yeah, I'll leave these 4 for the farm. These 3 can come with me. Never finished Deserts? I still need to play Deserts. Maybe in the lead up to Homeworld, we'll do a little Homeworld journey. Play some Homeworld 1, Homeworld 2, Deserts. was a more traditional RTS. It looked like a more traditional RTS. Especially given that, you know, it takes place on a planet and not in space. Space! Still feels like a homeworld game. That's good. That's what you want. Gotta take my teleporter with me. I like real-time strategies where your base comes with you. I've told the story before, but anytime someone brings up Age of Empires, all I can think about is that time that I made... I shouldn't say made. I was responsible for a child punching another child right in the face. Which is why I was definitely the best camp counselor of all time. I can't not have that whole scenario flash into my head. So I was a camp counselor for the very well-named cyber camps. I taught game modding and 3D animation, which was very enjoyable. I like teaching... Honestly, I enjoy teaching animation more than I enjoy animating sometimes. Just because, like, everyone gets so excited when they're first learning these kind of things. And they haven't gotten to the point yet where it's like, how did you spend the last 12 hours of your life? It's just like, you know how I spent those 12 hours. Doing the same tedious thing over and over again. But, when I wasn't teaching, I was in charge of, like, you know, organizing different events. I was the one that would host, like, Magic tournaments and board game events. And I was also the one that would put together LAN parties. And so we had a Age of Empires LAN party going on. And I was playing. And one of the other kids that liked to hang around with me was not playing. And I was like, alright kid, here's what you gotta do. You gotta be my spy, alright? You're gonna go over there, you're gonna spy on the other kids, and you're gonna let me know what they're doing. And obviously, like, there was no good information they could tell me. What are they gonna tell me? Like, they have a base. Yeah, I figured they would probably have a base. But children don't think like adults do. Like, children take things very seriously, and that's okay. They should take what they want to take seriously. Unfortunately, what this kid took seriously is when I sent him over to spy, he took his job seriously, and the kid he was spying on took that seriously. And so, when the kid was like, I'm gonna go tell Dragon everything, Dragon, of course, is my camp counselor name, this kid, like, jumped up out of his seat and was like, no! And just decked the kid right in his face. And so, all the camp counselors had to run over, the camp director had to run over, what's going on? What's going on? And, of course, the kid that did the punching was, Dragon sent him over to cheat! Dragon's cheating! And it's like, oh god. And I was already on kind of thin ice, because this was after I had kind of had all of my campers cheat during a scavenger hunt. So I got quite the talking to that day. It's like, there are children! I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. I can't help but look at them and just see mindless minions they can send on errands. I apologize. You raised a narc. Okay, Dragon. I was a bad dragon. I apologize. Mud! What's going on, baby? Aw, thanks, little guy. Here, have this one, too. Or ignore it. Thanks a lot. I'll take this instead. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, you little bastard. And that's the time that I accidentally caused a kid to just punch another child in the face. They eventually all made up and were friends. But I have more fond memories than I expected of being a camp counselor. I was also a camp. Was it a good punch? Unfortunately, it was a pretty good punch. We had to explain to the mom why this kid had a black eye. But he was a good sport about it. I got him ice cream. This is also in a brief window when you could get those coffee cups in like Target and Walmart that you pull a tab on the bottom that would heat themselves up. Right before these things were ripped off shelves because they would start house fires all the time. I miss those. They were super convenient. Improve my drill. I'm gonna save up for... Actually, I'm not gonna save up. I'm gonna improve my dome's garbage here. Overcharge strength. Let's get... I've never really taken the time to, like, upgrade the shield too much. I might. Then again, I also never upgrade the death charge because I don't care for it very much. But we are trying to, like, unlock shield stuff. Why not put more points in the shield garbage? I do like the electricity blast for when those little gremlins show up. Better shields. So I love snow. Even just looking at a video game screen of a bunch of pixels that represent snow, I get a nice feeling inside me. I wasn't raising a narc, I was raising a spy. I was training this child to go around to the other side of the Iron Curtain and keep tabs on our enemies. Once you, why not? I got a better drill roll. Yeah. I upgraded the drill. But yeah, if you are a college student currently watching this program, and you're like, I need a job over the summer, consider finding a computer camp and being a counselor for it. You could be a summer camp counselor that's not a computer camp, but if you're watching Twitch streams, you probably don't want to be one of those camp counselors. You probably want to focus on computer camp. Just speaking as me, like, I know I don't want to be out in the sun all the time, having to organize games of, like, fucking capture the flag or some shit. Yeah, like, the first thing I did when I was, like, talking to the kids, I'm like, okay, when you're spying on someone, you don't tell them what you're doing. That's kind of Spy 101. As a former computer camper, computer camp was very fun. Computer camp is great. I've never been a computer camp camper. I've only ever been a counselor. But, like, I had fun as a fucking counselor. One lesson I did learn that was games like 1000 Blank White Cards are... They're a little bit too freeform for kids that young. Don't bother with 1000 Blank White Cards or other games that are basically you get to make up your own rules, because boy howdy, half your kids are going to understand the concept that the points don't matter and the rules are made up, and the other half are going to be pissed that they can't actually win the game. And that's frustrating in a different way. Organizing nerd fight clubs. That's unofficially what I was doing, yes. Chugga 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 chugga. Whose line is an anyway reference? Yes, it is. Anytime points are involved and those points don't matter, I'm gonna reference Whose Line. One of humanity's crowning achievements is the Whose Line is an Anyway show. Oh, totally agree. Drew Carey was a very good host for it. You frequently send gifts of that show to your wife? Good. That's the kind of show that, like, I could watch a full episode, have a great time, or I could just watch clips of it and have a great time. Especially if those clips involve Ryan Mockery, or, wait, Ryan Stiles or Colin Mockery. I merged them into their ship form. Mostly of Colin Mockery's butt. That's America's butt. Weird shaped peepee, I did it! With a very strange Prince Albert piercing at the end. Thank you. I polished my dome on the regular. It feels like having the bombs, the blast charges, is almost counter-synergistic when you have the teleporter. Because you can't teleport with the bomb. Wonder if that tree is born any fruit yet. Oh, not yet. I better get 3 goddamn irons out of that tree every cycle. I'll be pissed if this doesn't work again. Oh, forgot to take my teleporter with me. Oh, a little bit more water. That's why when I saw the condenser, I was like, no, I'm sitting on like 20 water already. Pretty sure I have all the water I'm gonna need for the whole run. Chew, garlic chicken parm? Sounds great, Mona. Mona, while you were not here, I asked you a question. I'm gonna ask you the question again. Do you think that perhaps the time jumps in House of the Dragon have been a little bit too frequent? I feel like we had one episode with one of the age ranges of some of these actors, and I was a little confused about who was who afterwards. I still think a character's missing. I was saying, how do you feel about the frequency of the time skips in House of the Dragon? I feel like we had 3 of them much too close together. Ooh! Now my teleporter is double redundant. Truly, I don't need it now. Well, might as well grab it. Double teleporter. Basically, I'm curious about your opinion and your take on the time skips. I think it's time for a bomb on my face. I haven't seen too much of Aisha Tyler's hosting. Like, most of my watching of that show was before college. Back when I was home and had access to television and not just streaming. It's true that, like, things were happening in the time jumps that weren't vital to the story, but I feel like that's often the case with a lot of the stuff that happens in these shows. Like, you're not watching because you just want to see the important bits. You're usually watching because you want to see the character drama. And I feel like we've missed a lot of that kind of stuff, because, like, a big event happens. And you're like, ooh, what's the fallout gonna be? But instead, it's just, alright, 10 years later, here we are. The fallout was, it doesn't matter. And it's like, I just wanted to, like, at least see characters react to what happens. I feel like every time, like, a big, like, wow, like, how are people gonna react to that? We just, nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, like, they are trying to move fast to get to... Honestly, they're trying to get to what's going to be the story of Season 2 and forward, but... I feel like maybe just a little bit more time. Maybe instead of having 3 time jumps in 3 episodes, maybe 3 time jumps over the course of 4 or 5 episodes. Just a few extra episodes in there. Am I the only one who would like seeing these monsters' actual colors instead of just silhouette? What if they are just silhouette? They're like shadow monsters. They're from mobile games. Mobile games always have just, you know, blob monster characters as enemies. At least have an option to change the textures. Every time you do a run, the game does swap palettes, but the monsters usually are just shadow monsters. But, like, my character's colors, the world outside, and the color of all the resources in the ground is different every time you play, which is nice. Oh, you can go to options and turn on outlines, huh? Let's take a look. Photosensitivity mode reduces flickering lights. Honestly, I haven't noticed any of that. Render a bright outline around the monsters. Sure, let's give that a go. I don't think I need that. I mean, I know I don't need it, but I'm curious to see what it looks like. But I don't disagree, Mega. It could be a nice thing that, as well as swapping palettes for all the stuff in here, also have the monsters be different colors. I don't really need them to be anything more than shadows, because, like, silhouettes are what you read when you play games pretty often. Like, you're quickly trying to, like, without taking time, assess a situation. You do that by silhouette. It's like, oh, that's a drill guy. Oh, that's one of the manta rays. Like, you want just... Bam! You know exactly what you have to deal with quickly. And this game does a very good job of that. I like that. But they could be different colors. That'd be fine. Steven Seagal cosplay? Just trying to, like... My head hurts, and I don't feel good, and this removes blue light, which is easier on the eyes and the head. If this were a Steven Seagal cosplay, I'd be acting like I am an invincible badass, while in reality I am just a schlo. Farthest Frontier, you like the concept of the game, but you feel like it's lacking in late game. Is that an early access? I feel like that's an early access one. He would also have poop in his pants, exactly. My next thing is 20, alright. Ah, I don't mind that outline. And a manta ray, god damn it. I'm just setting that thing on a long journey. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Where'd I leave my teleport? Can't be here. It did it! Yes! We get 3 a cycle. That's what I wanted to see. Mustard cheese is so fucking good. It is pretty good. It's not my favorite cheese, but it's a good cheese. Oh yeah, I left it over here. Alright, now that mustard cheese has come up, we have to ask the question. What's everyone's favorite cheese? I'm already having a struggle in my head because I like a lot of cheeses. Gouda, good call, I like Gouda. You could small the iron out from under it. Monterey Jack is so damn useful. I do like Monterey Jack. My only problem with Colby Jack, Monterey Jack, a lot of the Jack cheeses, is they're great melting cheeses. I love them texturally. But I think they have a fairly mild flavor. I usually want a somewhat stronger flavor. All the iron but the one it's growing on. Alright, that's good value. I'll do that. Gouda or Edmar, nice. Pepper Jack is nice. Too many Gouda with really bad fake smoke. Yeah, you want a real smoked Gouda. Same with, like, cheddar. Like, you want a smoked cheddar, it has to be a real smoked cheddar. Like, my problem is I love Pecorino Romano and Parmesan cheese. Those are amazing. I love putting that on pasta. But I love cheddar. Like, a nice, sharp cheddar. Yeah, the type of cheese depends on what you're doing with it. Like, I love American cheese on a burger or a grilled cheese sandwich. Because it's so fucking melty. Hell yeah, stun laser. Huge shield. Just the biggest shield I can get my hands on. Cheese is just good. Just eating slices out of the Boarhead package? Nice. Most beloved Cracker Barrel. Cheddar is Cracker Barrel. I do like Cracker Barrel. Their black aged reserved cheddar is good stuff. Oh, hell yeah, blue cheese. If I had to specifically choose a blue cheese, I think I would probably go with Gorgonzola. I like me a Gorgonzola. How's it going, Bonnie? Alright, let's definitely make that sound go away. And thank you for the resubscription, pod. Eat it by the block like an apple. Zola the Gorgon. That does sound like a Planeswalker card. Right, Gomber? Like, I love blue cheese in a lot of ways. Oh, you and me both, Bonnie. You and me both. I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to stream today. I don't feel good. Hence me wearing my stupid glasses. One of my favorite things is a blue cheese composite butter on top of the steak. Oh my fucking god. Black and blue burger? Oh hell yeah. A blue cheese cream sauce on pasta? Like, my mouth is watering thinking about it. Like, basically like an Alfredo sauce, but with gorgonzola is fucking amazing. Music's loud? Alright, I'll plop that down just a little bit. Just bring that down to 7. Oh, thank you, thank you. Just gonna eat the whole package of Munster. I lowered the master volume. I lowered the Munster cheese volume. At least I'm pretty sure I lowered the master volume. Yeah, master volume, not monster volume. All volume got reduced by 1 tick, basically. Is it too quiet with all of the volume down by 1 tick? Where's my tree? It's already ready to harvest again. Oh, baby. I love that we got a good tree going. Baby, you got a tree going. And we might as well harvest all the iron it's not growing on. The sultry sound of my voice. Oh, thank you, Mud. Where did I leave my teleporter? There it is. So have your species set up? So you guys done with the travel? You're like finally at the destination of this here eastern coast? Welcome to the better coast. Well, you were already basically here. You were not on the coast. I mean, you weren't on the coast, but you weren't on the west coast. Pretend my brain's working. You were on the middle coast, exactly. The Great Lake coast, without actually being on the Great Lake. The third coast, yes. Here's my weird-shaped pee-pee. Screenshot of that weird-shaped pee-pee. Third coast is what we call the Gulf of Mexico. Oh. Oh. Wait, did I go too far? Where's my farm? I want to make it so, like, when I see a huge gap, I know my farm is here. Damn, this pays out fast. It's every day, huh? Gotta keep that in mind. We get 3 a day. I thought general jesting was a big no-no on Twitch. Oh. I see what you did there. Because I made a big pee-pee. What direction was I going in? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna take my teleporter up first. I'll make my emergency teleport right here. Nope, can't place it there. Right there, there's my emergency teleport. If I forget my normal teleporter, I got this teleporter now. Additionally, I think I will go heavy on shield dome stuff. Because why not? I never really do it. Be a nice change of pace. There isn't a dick on stream. But keep that between us. Yeah, if he were to show himself on camera, that'd be a huge dick on camera. What a massive dick on camera. Y'all could tell I said it. I want him to know it was me. Boo-doo-doo. I have to pee very bad. I've drank... I've had a thing of coffee and a thing of tea. Alright, yeah. Here. Oh, you guys would definitely bork it. Nice glasses, nerd! I'm being picked on. You're just jealous of my blue light reducing glasses by Gunner. Chad plays Dungeon and Crawlstone soon. That'd be a short fucking run. Of course. There's like easy to dig rock on the right, easy to dig rock on the left, all the iron in the hard to dig rock. Amazing. Whoa. I know yesterday I was like, I'll have a long stream today to make up for this short stream. Probably won't happen. Just a heads up. Time to defend my dome. Where is it? Where is it, laser? Where are they, boy? Is this all of them? Big ass formulas in the lecture? Oh, that's what you want. Oh, I got another bomb with your name on it. Ooh. Tanky sons of bitches. Can get through the first several levels with just O and tab on with the troll fight. Nope, we have to be spooky builds only, that's the rule. No! Come on. Oh god, Mona's posting math. That's against the terms of service. Oh, chat playing is the spooky part. Alright, you got me there. Butts equal lie. Negative lie. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, another day happened, which means we should, of course, go and grab our free 3 iron that we get from our tree every cycle. Or at the very least, now we'll confirm if it's every cycle or if it's every other cycle. I haven't been paying too much attention. Go up until there's a huge opening, go right. Once a cycle, baby. That is great. That's 3 iron a day, no matter what. Come with me. Did I? I left a block in the tree? I thought I grabbed all 3. Oh, you meant, yes, I left... I actually think I left 2 for the tree, just because aesthetically I wouldn't like what it would look like if I took the other one. So it has 2 irons in the tree. I thought you meant I left one behind. Lurk away, El Cerrito. Look at that iron. Good. Like a potted plant, yes. But I like how it looks better with the 2. That way there's no, like, empty hole next to it. It's more satisfying for me visually this way. I'm only missing out on upwards of 3 pieces of iron, and I get that once a day anyway. It's all good. But that's only if it's a 3-piece, 3-piece stick. We can't live without that. Where's my thing in my bobbin? Throw an additional orb on there, maybe. Doo-doo-doo. Although I do also like my laser beam. Do it! He's going off script. You have no choice but to learn. Oh my god. 2 of these sons of bitches? That's a big scorpion. Can I take you without setting off my bomb? That's good. Where am I gonna set off this charge? Right down here. Choo-choo! Right in my pants. Come on, come on, come on. Also gotta grab my free 3. You know, if I were to dig out all around the tree, it could just be a floating tree on one tile. But no, I'll leave it alone. I like it like that. I like it like that. Do 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 do. Yeah. I was not feeling great last night, and I'm not feeling super great right now. But I was also playing like Trespashers, and that game has very like bright ass loud colors and very fast moving. So that was not helping. Today we're gonna play brain kind games. Kind to my brain games. Like, nothing about this is making me feel like I'm gonna puke. Little Nightmares, Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup, Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead, all those will be fine. I don't know how you played so much of that game, it hurt your eyes, yeah. Like, the game is good. I like it. It feels good in the hand. I enjoy its retro sensibilities. It was a very enjoyable experience. But it did hurt me. Like, I can't lie about that. These kind of glasses hurt your eyes more than they help. The ones that remove blue light. Oh, everything is weird. Sometimes this helps with eye strain. Can't tell if I feel better with this on or off. I'll take them off for a while, see what happens. They'll be next to me if I feel like I need them. We should play some Visage. Oh yeah, that's a game that's notoriously not gonna make me puke. Then play some Turok. The only games that make you puke. Like, I agree, I should finish Visage, but we're not fucking playing that today, that's for goddamn sure. Perfect day for VR, exactly. Always wait for me to be unprepared, you bastards. God, you're annoying, these huge bastards. I think I might be done with shield pretty soon, huh? Yep, this is the end. I have just enough blues to do it. Shield fully upgraded. Can't get much more shieldy than this. Here it comes, my favorite part of the song. Any second now. Come on. Love that part. I love synth. Synth music's my favorite. Mod drill sucks. We haven't seen Drillbert in so long. It's like the game knows I love Drillbert. Aw, thank you, bud. I'll be sure to tell Patrick that you like me better. So what nice thing did he lie about doing for you? Because he lied. I forgot to get my freebies. Chugga, 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 chugga. Gotta remember, every time we start a day. What's your question for me, Gomper? He's gonna let you borrow it. Ah, nice. Ask your question. Why are so many 3D videos on YouTube made by people from India or South America? When you say 3D video, are you saying that they did the thing where, like, you could watch the video in 360 degree? Because sometimes those are listed as 3D. Ah, as in videos made... Are they tutorial videos? Tutorial videos. I've noticed that too. I don't know why. Me and Andrew have had a conversation about this. We're just like, it's weird. So many tutorial videos. But weirdly enough, never like the in-house ones. Got our first button. I wonder why. Alright, the big artifact is to the left, the side we're on. Oh my god. I just upgraded my drill and this is already like, nah, this sucks. This is hard earth. It's true, like most places ship out their IT departments. Maybe like they're doing IT for these companies and they figure like, why not make tutorial videos? A little side income. Fucking crowded over here! There's so much animation though. How come we're not seeing more animation from South America or India? Well, just because there are individuals making tutorial videos, are there studios out there? That's the bigger question. I feel like most of the folks that do that kind of work, if they're working for a studio, they're not making animated videos. They're doing more of the special effects. You know, they're doing the visual effects for movies. They're making those 3D people models for all those wild Bollywood films. Like that Terminator movie where that dude has like a 9 million clones and turns into a giant ball of people. Like, that's what they're working on. They're working on that. You do see a lot of animation for them, do we? They're called Marvel movies. Oh, there it is! You know, now that you say this, it dawns on me, I haven't actually looked into what companies are in the end credits to Marvel for their for their visual effects. I always kind of assume they're like, you know, the standard stuff. Like, they own ILM. They already have the biggest one. They own Skywalker Ranch. But cost. Yeah. Like, it's definitely cheaper to outsource. It's just weird, because, like, I just assumed that Disney's using their in-house stuff. Like, when you own ILM, like, you already own the best. You assume they would just be using their in-house stuff. But now, like, these are big productions, and there are a lot of them. They can't just be ILM. It can't just be Skywalker Ranch. Yeah, like, their third acts are almost certainly outsourced. You're right. Like, I'm not arguing. It just didn't dawn on me. I'm honestly curious if they're gonna do what anime studios do with She-Hulk. Like, I'm enjoying She-Hulk. It's a comedy, and a lot of people are upset that it's a comedy, but one thing I can't argue is that the CGI for the titular She-Hulk is obviously subpar compared to the stuff we see of Mr. the Hulk in the movies. And I'm curious if they're going to do what anime does, which is doesn't look so good on TV, but then they redo stuff for the Blu-ray. I wonder if they'll go back and enhance it. You've not watched She-Hulk yet? It is a sitcom-y, like, comedy show. What is very amusing to me is I thought it was going to be a courtroom comedy, because she's a lawyer. But there's been very little courtroom stuff. And I watched an interview with the head writer for the show, and they straight up told the interviewer, they're like, yeah, none of us have ever worked on a legal drama or a court show, and we haven't really watched too much of them, so we don't know how to write those scenes, so we just don't write them. And that really got a laugh out of me. It's like, fuck, maybe you guys should have hired writers that do that kind of stuff. There's actually a very, a good video on The Escapist about the current writer problem with streaming shows, i.e. there's a lot of shows and not a lot of writers with experience. It was not Dave and Dan. It wasn't D&D. Probably wouldn't actually, Taco. It's more superhero law stuff, so it'd be like unreasonable damages to this privately owned business versus the hero that caused the damages. But like, I wanted to see lawyer stuff, courtroom drama. Get none of that. Woo. Yeah, it did hurt, Mona. It did fucking hurt. Those big guys, they are tanky, tanky, tanky. Like, I had fun upgrading all of the nonsense that I upgraded, but I really should have been putting more points into my offense. Makes me want to watch it more. I hate courtroom drama. Like, I wanted courtroom comedy. I shouldn't say courtroom drama, but that's the word that always follows up when you say the word courtroom for some reason. It's drama. But, like, they really don't know how to write, like, lawyers or judges, so they just don't do it. Which is amusing, because it's a show about lawyers. But a lot of the shows that are kind of mediocre right now, and I consider She-Hulk to be somewhat mediocre, and that's okay. Not all shows need to be amazing. But a lot of them have inexperienced writers that only have worked on that one show or maybe one show before, and that's true of She-Hulk. And then the shows that are very good have more experienced writers. It's like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Gary Busey, Pet Judge, best courtroom comedy. It's about someone coming to grips. That is like her journey. But it's also called She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. That's like part of the title. And more than that, they don't want to pay writers. Yes. Also true. That seems to be the Disney problem. Like, Disney doesn't want to call anyone a showrunner. They are grooming in-house writers. They're not hiring, like, folks that are experienced. It really does seem like Disney just doesn't want to pay writers. He ended up volunteering for 6-month federal grand jury gig. Oh, weird. Yeah, just to learn. Yeah, there was supposed to be more, like, attorney stuff. Like, the part of the show I enjoy is that, like, it's a character study. It's just her dealing with the stuff. And so, like, I don't hate the show like a lot of folks do for that reason. Oh, that's a little bit too much. Maybe there's more lawyering, I remember the title. No one's a fan of Marvel movie. They're a fan of Marvel movies. I suppose that's true. Like, it's all about the connected nonsense for a lot of folks. Like, I enjoy a lot of these things on a individual basis. It's nice that they're all interconnected, but, like, I don't give a shit if a show comes out and there's no, like, big, like, oh, it all connected to this big story. I'm okay just having a little standalone thing. But I think you're right. For the most part, that's not what folks are invested in. Isn't really anything movie-wise you dislike? I've mostly enjoyed all of the movie fairs, with notable exception of, Black Widow was such a pointless goddamn movie. I'm gonna go see the new Marvel movie. Is there a new Marvel movie? Not, is there a new Spider-Man movie? Yeah. But isn't that because of the connection? Like, I don't care about Marvel stuff. Like, I don't know the comics at all. But I suppose I'm going to see it because it is Marvel? But that's because it's connected? Jeez, never mind. I take it back, you're right. Black Widow made you kind of sad? Yeah. Yeah. Black Widow was the one that made me go, there's something weird about these movies, and I started looking up a little bit more about the process. I was reading something Roger Ebert wrote about in 2008 today. Until you see the follow-ups coming. Like, that movie served no purpose outside of we need to introduce more characters and stuff. But that's kind of what makes it pointless to me. Like, Black Widow didn't really grow or change as a character. Like, if you just erase that movie, I would forget it existed. But what I learned after watching that movie about the process is they will plan the third act of that movie out before they even begin filming. Like, they start animating the third act fight before filming happens. Before the script is even done, they're already putting together, like, the big old finale. Like, spoilers for Black Widow, but it's in the trailer. The movie ends with a climactic fight in a floating city building. Like, there's a giant fortress in the sky. It's in the trailer. You watch them fall from the sky when it blows up. But, like, that whole thing, that whole CGI nightmare scenario, that was animated before the script was even finished. And that's kind of apparent. When you know that and you go back and you watch it, you're like, oh. Okay, that's why a lot of this action feels a little bit disconnected, a little disjointed. And whatever, like, it's a product. Like, you are building a product. I'm not a snob. I understand movies can be fucking a product as well as entertainment, as well as art. They don't have to be all of them all the time. I have fun with them. And again, I don't demand they all be winners. But it does make them feel a little hollow sometimes. Yeah, it's all to make bank. And not everyone's going to care about this kind of stuff. And that's okay. I am definitely trying to talk about this with half my brain working. So I apologize for that, too. Whoop, teleporter. Where'd I leave you? Oh my god, he made a lot of money, yes. I mean, my favorite Marvel movies are the ones that have a little bit of, like, an authorial voice behind them. And then the ones that I think are forgettable are the ones that don't really have that. Like, what are my favorite ones? I really like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. They have... You can feel James Gunn in that. I really like the Taika Waititi ones. You can feel Taika Waititi in them. Like, my favorite ones are the ones that you can feel like, oh, someone had a lot of control over their scripts and direction here. And that's what I want more of. And then the other ones are just kind of like, oh, that was fun. Like, I had fun. Oh, yeah. Like I'm saying, I'm not trying to say I want all of them to be that way. They all have to be that way. I refuse to watch the ones that aren't that way. But, like, some of them are better than others. And the ones that are better, those are the ones that feel like someone was more in charge of the production than just a big old committee mess. I'm still gonna watch them all. I don't fucking care. They're all entertaining in the end to me. As long as I'm having fun, I'm fine. Pretty sure Traxxas was talking to me because I have seen, I think, all of them in the theater. Wait, that can't be true. I didn't go for a couple of them in the pandemic. I've certainly seen most of them, though. And I've talked about this before, I just really enjoy being in a movie theater. Oh yeah, it's way better when you can feel like people have fun and care about what they're working on. You miss movie theaters? Well, now that you're here, Tuesdays, movies are super cheap. the Cinemark. Cinemark fucking movies on Tuesdays are like $6. That's why I really like going to the movies. It's affordable out here. Back in New York, you want to see a movie? Alright. You got 40 bucks on you? Every time you go to the theater, you get sick? Ah, oh, that's no fun. I think just to give more context to this, like, I don't have any strong feelings about what we're talking about. Like, I'm not having arguments, not passionately debating anything, I'm just kind of idly chatting about these things. I enjoy these movies, I don't see them as being, like, particularly artful. I like some of them more than others. I overall enjoy that there's this, like, big mess that I could dive into from time to time. But the door handles are where all the flavor is. Definitely lick the door handles. Do not lick the door handles. Shake the Box does not endorse licking door handles. Here's an element about these movies I can talk about a little bit more impactfully. There's a lot of passion for some people behind these things. Some people are, like, very invested in them. Other people are very, like, angry about them. And that I find a little amusing. Like, I don't really get why... I forgot about my tree! Where's my tree? There it is. Like, there are people that are, like, conspiratorially, like, invested. Like, oh, Disney's trying to destroy our culture with these movies. I don't quite get that. Nor do I quite get the people that are like, this is it. This is the peak of our culture. It's like, they're all just kind of mediocre movies in the end. But, like, that's almost impressive that there are... Oh, that's how you do it! Shit! I've never tried pressing that button before. Okay, so lick door handles because they taste like cheese. Crazy Red gets it. Like, if you're going to the movie theater, you want to get that butter flavor, you get that by licking the doorknobs. Shake the Box does not endorse licking doorknobs. I've never engaged with that particular button. Why have I never overcharged my shield? Because I didn't notice it. I think how I engage with the Marvel movies is largely as it's a very long-form television series that takes place in the movie theater that I can talk about whenever I want to with people. And, like, most people will have some kind of connection to it. So that's fun. It's a little bit more annoying now that there's actual television shows that they also now want us to keep up with. I think that might be a bridge too far, but I think that's my level of engagement with it. It's very, very much that level of casual, like, ah, that's fun. Here. This is where I want to be digging. I do see all that iron, but at 26 iron, it doesn't matter too much. We ain't taking the bait. If you look at our culture as a hyper-capitalistic nightmare about getting as much money as possible, then it is the peak of our culture. You're right. People are very passionate about it. It's just like, it's fine. It's just like, it's just stuff. I have fun with it. Was I entertained? Good. Alright, done. That's all. You prefer the TV shows? I mean, some of them have been good. For the most part, the TV shows have been fairly middling. Like, I've watched all of them just because I'm an insomniac. I have time when I'm not sleeping to watch stuff that I might not necessarily care about. And so far, like, I thought Loki was good. Not great. I thought WandaVision was pretty good, but I thought the third act was And then we get into stuff like, I don't think I could really remember any salient details about Metal Arm and Man with Wings. I thought that Hawkeye was someone imitating Shane Black making a TV show. And it had its fun moments, but again, I don't think I could really remember much in the way of salient details if you were to quiz me. What If had a few fun episodes. Hawkeye was more of a comedy. Yeah, like, that's why I call it a Shane Black impersonation. Like, it had some humor that was Shane Blacky. It took place around Christmas time. I thought it was fun, but, like, not much about it's gonna stick with me, you know? Yeah, What If overall I thought was good. But there were definitely some episodes that were better than others, and I will remember those, and I won't remember the rest. Wanda didn't get going until the last episode. See, I completely disagree on Wanda. I thought that WandaVision was good right up until it became another show where two people float in the sky and CGI stuff happens. Like, I enjoyed that it was a study of Wanda and Vision in a situation, and like, oh, this is all good, I like this. And then it became a conflict. It was like, okay. And then I cared even less when it's like, and now we're gonna make another spin-off show from this. It's like, oh god, really? I have watched Invincible. I enjoyed Invincible. But again, not saying anyone's wrong with their like or dislike of any of these things. All personal opinion. Like, I really enjoyed the parts of WandaVision that were using the different American sitcom formats to try and say something about dealing with grief and depression. Those were my favorite parts. Yeah, it was good. I'm pretty sure it was confirmed beginning another season. More concern for spectacle than substance. I mean, you're right, but at the same time, I feel like that's the intended goal. Like, they're superhero movies. It's Star Wars. Like, you go back to the original Star Wars, I don't think there was too much substance back there either. It was just, they're popcorn movies. Popcorn movies are okay. They're just entertaining. I put them in the same category as action movies, you know? Every once in a while, one of them, it elevates itself above what you would think it is. Like, I'm watching... all the Marvel movies are this kind of, like, flat line, and it's like, okay, I'm entertained. I got to watch, you know, people in bright colors hit each other. That's fun. And then, you know, James Gunn makes Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's like, oh, it's about found family and, like, legacy. Okay, this is good. This is better than just, like, a superhero movie. And then you go back down, you know, baseline. And then, like, another one. Like, oh, that's better than the other ones. That's good. It's fun when that happens. About 4 minutes of activity. Like, I was watching WandaVision less for activity and more for this pastiche of American sitcoms as someone dealing with trauma. And like, okay, this is good. I like that. I agree with the shaking box man. This was neat, but oh man, the comics later, where the show left off, get bad quick. Ah, really? So yeah, I'm kind of interested. Like, The Boys. Like, I feel like the television show of The Boys took the comic and elevated it. It's better than the comic now. And I hope that's what's going to happen with Invincible, where they're like, alright, we'll take this source material and we'll elevate it. I have 14 water to spend. What was I going to do? You know, more laser beam. Yeah, like 100% Traxium. Like, they make these things to put it in a more blunt way, like, they make these things to appeal to the common denominator. They want to have as broad a marketability and cultural appeal as possible, so everyone could potentially watch these things. And they're doing a great job. I also don't really read comics very much. I read some manga, but not too many comics. Yeah, you don't need it, Crazy. Just exclude that part. I agree. I actually enjoyed Hawkeye. It was nice, low stakes. Again, I won't remember Hawkeye. I already don't remember most of what happened in it. Like, you quiz me about it a week from now, I'll be like, I don't remember too much. But what I do remember is I had fun. It was fun. It reminded me of, like, Shane Black movies. I enjoyed my time with it. It's not going to stick with me, and that's okay. It was fun for what it is. You're just burned out and people in funny pajamas punching other people in the face? That's okay. Like, no one says you have to watch these movies. And despite what some people say, they're definitely not replacing other movies. Like, you don't have to watch them, you can watch other stuff. Disney does! Swiss Army Man is a great movie. Fucking love Swiss Army Man. The thing is, when it comes to the theater, and this is something that disappoints me a little bit, is making a movie and putting it in a movie theater is expensive. Not a lot of people have the money to do that. Not a lot of companies have the money to do that. Theaters are diminishing returns at this point. So, like, the only things we're gonna have in theaters at some point are going to be these kind of Marvel-y fairs, and then streaming's gonna be where you go for everything else. And that bums me out a little bit. But that was kind of the trajectory we were already on before Marvel. It does bum me out, though. Like, I like high-budget spectacle nonsense that isn't necessarily superhero, and I feel like that is getting rarer and rarer. But there have been a lot of good movies on streaming. Lift, can you kind of, like, do better lifting? The lift is slow, you know, you just kind of give it time. Like, I do worry that we're gonna get less and less movies like, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Annihilation, like, did horrible in theaters, but I fucking loved that movie. Seen any good martial arts movies lately? Not so much unless we're talking about stuff like, the John Wick franchise. What you doing there, Creedmoor? Lift needs more calcium. Yeah, it has weak bones. Look at the budget Amazon put into Rings of Power. What's really crazy about Rings of Power is how much of that budget was just to kind of bribe the estate so they could make it. There you go. There's your today. What I think was crazy about Dune is that they didn't They didn't trust the project. Crazy Red, thank you very much for that follow. Welcome to Shake the Box family. I could tell you're gonna fit in around these parts. What blew me away about Dune is that they didn't commit to 2 movies. Those guys were like, oh, we'll wait and see if it makes money. And they did that. They waited. Like, they really should have just said, fuck it. We're gonna put the money in there. And we're gonna see if it works. And we're gonna hope it works. Because the wait between these 2 movies is ridiculous. Oh, totally, Mona. I was even saying earlier, but I think before you... No, you were here, I think. Like, with a lot of reviews, I often have to look at them and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna add like 30% to this just because the genre itself is often shit on by critics. Because, like, critics, they don't care for comedies, they don't care for horror movies. And that's... I love comedies, I love horror movies, I love horror comedies. But you just can't trust... can't trust a critical consensus for those genres. Which is why I'm blown away that the movie I'm gonna go see tomorrow has such good reviews critically. It is a horror movie. Get out of here, you dumb birds! Oh, God. Thank you, Laser. Oh, thank you. That's Schrodingus, our mascot. We worked in a movie theater for 10 years. Critics don't know anything. It's... Like, I appreciate critics on the general conceptual level of, like, okay, if you understand a person's personality, which is why I enjoy websites like The Escapist. Like, here's a collection of writers. If you read their stuff or watch their videos, you get an idea for their voice, their personality, and their opinions. And then, when you read their reviews, you can kind of be like, alright, I understand where they're coming from. I don't agree. This doesn't impact my decision to watch the movie, but, like, it gives me an idea of what I can expect. So, like, I don't hate the concept of critics, but I don't agree with the general, like, oh, did you see its Rotten Tomatoes score? Not gonna go see that one. It's like, nah, like, you use that as a baseline. It's the tickler blade, yeah. Yeah. You're not caught up in the Rings of Power, but you don't hate it. I enjoy the Rings of Power overall. I think it has some weaker elements to it from time to time. But overall, I think it's fine. Oh, I'm going for, like, just upgrade a lot of stuff this run, and it makes me feel good. That's what these giant maps are for, is seeing the ends of some of these trees. I don't need teleport resources. If anything, I kind of want to add another orb. Yeah, one more orb. Not gonna upgrade the teleporter. I could start working on the bomb. Well, let's max out my sword stuff first, though. Yeah, some very good parts, some not so good parts, you know, that kind of stuff. We've had so many failed movies that critics love, people were just, what the hell was that? In both ways, too. Like, we got, again, go back to Annihilation. Annihilation, critics loved it, audience score was pretty low, but I fucking love that movie. But that was a genre that I knew was going to have that kind of reaction. People can sometimes be down on movies that are a bit weird, and that's a weird movie, but I like weird movies. And then the other way around, you'll get, like, movies that audiences love that critics hate, and I can go either way on those too. You missed Peter Jackson's old movies. Bad Taste, fucking great movie, love Bad Taste. Obviously, love Dead Alive. It has another title. Dead Alive has, like, 2 names because it was called 2 things in 2 different areas. What was his other name? Don't forget Meet the Feebles, and of course, Frighteners? People slept on Frighteners, and they're still sleeping on Frighteners. Go watch Frighteners. The Frighteners is great. Frighteners is a fucking fantastic movie. I should put that in, it might not be weird enough. From my midnight movie stuff that we're doing on Friday nights, I don't know if The Frighteners is necessarily weird enough. Yeah, with Michael J. Fox. The Frighteners has Michael J. Fox where he can talk to ghosts. Movie opens up with him using that to, like, scam people. And then, like, you know, stakes arrive and you get to watch a good movie. Meet the Feebles is one of the most shocking movies you've ever seen. And most people have never even heard of Meet the Feebles. Meet the Feebles is like old school adult puppet stuff. Tenet had that effect where people were so confused, but that was an action movie? Tenet frustrates me a little bit, but that's more in like, I think Christopher Nolan can craft a fantastic set piece, but I don't know if Christopher Nolan's ever met a fucking human being in his life. Really want more martial arts movies. Like, I wouldn't say no to more movies from the folks that made The Raid and The Raid 2, because those are two of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, you're talking about the one where it's like police puppets and they're so... The Happy Town Murders. That's, I think, the one you're talking about, right? No, you're thinking of a miniseries called It, and he was only a puppet once in that. Most part, he was a man wearing makeup. It's more like if The Muppets was made for degenerates. That's Meet the Feebles. You want to see more martial arts movies crossed with period pieces, like Sense and Sensibilities with Kung Fu? Ginger Clown. Oh. I don't think I've seen Ginger Clown. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies with Kung Fu? Or are you talking period pieces? Because, like, you could have a Kung Fu movie that takes place in the past, and it's just literally about, like, you know, dojos and stuff. Sensei and Sensibilities. Yeah, like, historical martial arts movies are definitely a thing. Are we talking, like, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon style? Shit, my teleporter. Fuck yeah, it was. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Killer. That was fun. Oh, laser beam! Good work! Kung Pao Enter the Fist is a classic. I feel like they're making a new Kung Pao Enter the Fist, right? Pretty sure they're doing a sequel there. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, yes. I enjoyed that one. Yes, I do enjoy the Ip Man movies. I haven't seen all of them. I still have to catch up on a bunch of them. But his name is Donnie Yen, right? The main actor in those movies. He's great. I like him. Where's Denny Yo? Shit. What's his name? Donnie Yen, thank you. That guy's great. He carries himself very well for those movies. And anything he's in, I like seeing it. Again, I really, really like the folks that made The Raid and The Raid 2. Anytime they show up, I have a good time. I want them to make more movies. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I lost my teleporter. Where the fuck did I leave it? You know what? Quark! I hear you have the COVID. I hope you're feeling better. There you are. Come with me. Happy Monday. Tell me more about this Kung Pao sequel. I think it's the same folks. I can't say for sure because I can't remember any information. I just remember, I think someone telling me in chat even. I think someone's like, did you know they're making another one? I was like, oh my god, really? So you might have to do a Google to find out if that was true or not. BW3's garlic parmesan sauce is pretty good, surprisingly spicy. What's BW3 stand for? Or is that like literally like what's on the label? It just has those letters and a number. Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh. I hope so, Quark. I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, my drill kind of sucks, doesn't it? Alright, we'll go ahead and throw 20 at that problem. Grab 25 here. Even with the drill upgrade. You feel better? Oh, good. Yeah, you do have to watch out for that. There's a nice long period of being transmissible. I forgot to harvest my tree this day. Mad God, crazy. We actually watched that in the Discord maybe 2 weeks ago. And it is a fucking trip. Nothing about a sequel, then whoever told me was a liar. I definitely recommend Mad God. Don't worry. I kind of need to watch it again, so I might do another screening of it. Probably not for, like, a few weeks, but at some point in the not-too-distant future. But it is fucking... It's a weird one. And I knew it was going to be a weird one going in, but it was even weirder than I thought it would be. Damn it. There it is. Did you hear about the binary code contest? 01. How's it going, Andy? It's just rumors? Alright, it's just rumors then. A bit of a bummer. Yep, out of combat, I noticed. I tried to hit it. What are you gonna do with that Kung Pao? It sounds like you should go watch something equally as good, like Shaolin Soccer. Shaolin Soccer's really good. Reminds me of another game, can't remember which one. Die by the Sword? Maybe. God damn, it's deep! I am shocked at how far down this goes. We're playing on the new map size, so it is ginormous. I kind of knew that going in, but like, I don't think I was prepared for how ginormous. Yeah, I know. Like, as I was digging down, I'm like, I'm just making my conveyor belt worse. One movie I wish you can get more of is Mars Attacks. That might be one of the best Tim Burton movies that people just never give credit to. You just went and watched the Carolina Reaper moment? Poor Jimmy puked immediately. Upgrade that lift. There's a lot of upgrading to do. Ack! Fantastic cast. I really, really like that movie. And they never made any more of it. And I understand, like, it didn't do very well in the theater. It's more of a cult movie at this point. But, like, Tim Burton's made some terrible movies that no one wanted. Why not? Come on. Pierce Brosnan did a great job in that movie. Everyone did a great job in that movie. It's just a good movie. Have you heard of Flight of the Navigator? Of course! I haven't watched it for 100 years at this point, but yeah. So he did one good movie. Hey now. He's made a lot of bad movies, but I need to remind you of some of his good movies. Because let us not forget, Beetlejuice is Tim Burton, alright? And Beetlejuice is a very important movie. Mars Attacks is very good. Edward Scissorhands. Basically, if you go back in time, he made good movies, and then he stopped at one point. Nope, still just two. You don't like Edward Scissorhands? Just Beetlejuice and Mars Attacks. That's fair. I mean, those are the two best ones. Wasn't really a great movie. I didn't say a great movie, but a good movie. I like Edward Scissorhands. Do-do-do. You have the whole set of cards for Mars Attacks. I didn't know there were cards. Original collectible Mars Attacks cards. Oh, wow! Beetlejuice was a bad movie with some really wild acting. Someone banned Gomper for life. Get out of here, you sick bastard! If they're going to do a reboot of Flight of the Navigator, or even a sequel, then they'd better show me what Phelan looks like. Or Phelan is like. Okay, write Beetlejuice without Michael Keaton. Like, write the same exact script and put a different actor in for Michael Keaton? Never Before Christmas 2? It's true. Like, he's produced good movies. But that was Henry Selick, of course. Or Peter Selick. Peter Selick, sorry, not Henry Selick. It'd be ass. I don't know, I feel like you could find someone to do a good job in there. What's going on, Gary? Wait, what am I doing? I have 11. No, I don't think Johnny Depp would be a good Beetlejuice. Who would I cast for Beetlejuice? Hold on. No, no, my phone's battery's dying. Hold on. Can't remember his name. I would cast Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis. That's who we're gonna make Beetlejuice. He'll do a great job. Fine. You got me. I have no notes. Oh, Nicolas Cage? That's another good one. Like, I cheated because Daniel Day-Lewis is incapable of doing a bad performance. I'm pretty sure he would physically die if he delivered a bad performance. No Nicolas Cage? Bobcat Goldthwait? Oh, that'd be such a weird voice to hear. Oh, Chris Pratt? Ban Mud. Get Mud out of here. Fireman of the Sun. Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis would, in fact, go to the Netherworlds for method acting purposes. I agree, Taco. He would be great. Well, Daniel Day-Lewis, he's retired from acting at this point, right? He's already kind of disappeared. Idris Elba. Daniel Day-Lewis, There Will Be Blood, amazing movie. Daniel Day-Lewis always delivers an amazing performance. Like, there are movies that I shouldn't like, that it's just, I'll watch them for him. The man works. He's currently just, he's getting ready for playing the role of a retired person. I just like Idris Elba. Gary Busey can be Beetlejuice. Let's throw Gary Busey in there. Beetlejuice is not supposed to be sexy. Okay, I gotta talk about something. I grew up with a movie called Little Nemo's Adventures in Slumberland. It's like my favorite childhood movie. And Netflix is making a new live-action movie about Slumberland. It's not called Little Nemo's Adventures in Slumberland, it's just called Slumberland. But a character from the original movie called Flip, he's from the comics, but obviously this is ignoring most of the comics. They're bringing Flip in for this live-action movie. Flip is supposed to be a degenerate, scumbag clown, right? He's supposed to be the frumpiest, dirtiest motherfucker. They went and cast Jason Momoa as this scumbag clown man. This is the sexiest version of Flip that should not exist. David Harbour is Beetlejuice. Ooh. Oh my. Little Nemo's not even in it. Which, again, like, I don't give a shit when you recast or, like, swap things around. But, like, Flip is supposed to be this scumbag clown. He's always been a scumbag clown. And now he's some sort of sexy fawn man. I'm almost always immune to the, like, they're ruining my childhood. David Tennant as Beetlejuice. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my. I just liked I like David Tennant a lot. I mean, famously, Michael Keaton surprised everyone with his Beetlejuice turn. Like, no one thought he would do a good job. But he delivered a very exciting performance. I'll watch Daniel Radcliffe do most things. I think he's fun. He was great in Guns Akimbo. And, of course, as a corpse in the phenomenal movie that we were talking about earlier, that the name is escaping me because my brain is goo today. Swiss Army Man. He was great in Swiss Army Man. It was a very silly movie, but it was fun. It was a fun, silly movie. He was good in Horns. Like, Danny Radcliffe is usually good. Like, he turns in a good performance. An in-Cal movie. It was a very grungy movie. That's what made it so fucking good. It was weird. It wasn't afraid to be weird. I have not seen Miracle Workers. So sorry, man, made you sad? Mental illness sucks. I mean, as someone who has their struggles, I understand and agree. What's important, though, is I didn't feel like Swiss Army Man was exploitive in any way, you know? Really, Gomper? I didn't know that. Well, I do love Steve Buscemi. Oh, don't worry, that health bar's fine. Oh yeah, Raul Julia did a great job as Gomez. And again, that's one of those situations where it's like, he always does a pretty great job. Even in the horrible Street Fighter movie, he did a great job. Oh, right. It's just... I got you, Mud. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. I harvested the tree, right? Oh, God. My brain is a pile of trash. Give me that suit. Yes, there's a show called Wednesday coming out. It is not out yet. The only part about the Wednesday thing that I'm a little like, really? On is the casting of Fester. I don't quite think I like that casting for Fester. Just go ahead and do that for my big heal and get a bigger health bar. Yeah, Fred Armisen, I don't know about that. He's the right age. Michael Cera. Cast Michael Cera for everything. Welcome back, Jiraxium. Are you nice and clean now? Huge health bar. Fucking massive, mate. Did I watch the Munsters movie? No, I did not. Have you watched it yet? I'm trying to convince my mom to watch it. You got 5 minutes into it? Been meaning to watch it? Let me know what you think. Rob Zombie didn't just work on it. It is entirely Rob Zombie. Like, he wrote it, he directed it. I'm pretty sure, like, it only happened because he put a lot of the money into the funding for it. It's a passion project of his. It is basically Rob Zombie's baby. Go in there pretending you have no knowledge of the TV show. See, what's weird is, like, he made it as a fan of the TV show. Yeah, like, Rob Zombie, I have a respect for Rob Zombie. I don't often like his movies. I thought House of a Thousand Corpses is probably his best one. But I do respect the fact that the man, he's passionate about what he's passionate about, and he puts a lot of love into whatever he's doing. And I like that. Yeah, it's a prequel. It's a prequel to the Munsters. It's just weird, because I feel like the family dynamic is what's good about the Munsters, and taking that away makes me like, why even do this? Exactly. Like, he can make bad stuff, and, like, you still feel the passion and the love in there, and that's great. I don't always agree with, like, how he makes these things, but that's okay. Like, I didn't much care for his interpretation of Halloween. But that's fine. There are more bad Halloween movies than there are good Halloween movies, so whatever. Throw it on the pile. Why not? It's got a Rob Zombie spin. It looks colorful and, like, visually interesting. At the same time, it looks kind of cheap. And not like it was made with a budget. It's weird. It's weird how they made this happen. What's a bad horror movie that you don't care if they make a million more of? As in, I would like if they made a million more, and, like, I would be, like, I don't, you can make a million of anything you want, like, I don't care. But if we're talking, like, a bad horror movie that I like, and I want them to make a million more of, I got an answer for that. It's such an easy answer that you could even say it's Child's Play. Because the answer's Child's Play. You can make a million fucking Chucky movies. And I'll have fun with most of them. I like that the folks that made the original Chucky movies are still making Chucky movies and Chucky TV shows. It has a consistent through line of lore and character development. Like, I love that. Fucking Brad Dourif is still there being Chucky. Make a million more of those. Additionally, make more Puppet Master movies. They're always terrible, but I always want more of them. Yeah, Trancers! Don't reboot Trancers, just keep making more Trancers movies. Yeah, they are. They're going full balls out on the TV show, and I love that. I haven't watched it. I'm gearing up. I'm gonna watch the Chucky show. I just love that they're having fun. Do you? Because there's like 13 Puppet Master movies, and they're all terrible in their own unique ways. I don't know if you've watched 13 Puppet Master. Admittedly, I have not seen all 13. I've seen probably 8 of them. Because I used to watch them by walking into a mom and pop rental store and just, like, grabbing whatever had Puppet Master in the title. Yeah, Brad Dourif, Wormtongue. A Repo the Genetic Opera cinematic universe? I saw Repo the Genetic Opera in Boston with the writer and the director and half of the cast present. It was great. Mostly because James Wan was involved, and getting to talk to James Wan was great. I really like James Wan. Yeah, let Sam Raimi do whatever the fuck he wants. I'll always agree with that, Saban. Andrew has texted me a message. Apparently, the movie I was thinking about going to the theaters to see will be on on a streaming service October 25th. So maybe I won't go to the theater, but at the same time, it'd be fun to see it in theaters. Could make more Hellraisers. I mean, they've already made a new Hellraiser. Just came out recently. It was fairly decent, but most Hellraiser movies are pretty bad. Welcome back, Sal. How was work? Can't let Sam Raimi burn out. He's producing the new Evil Dead movie. He just finished directing his Marvel movie debut. He should be ready to go. Yeah, he's good. So glad work's done. Press the button. Can't remember if I saw some blues that I didn't dig up. No, I think I got them. Right? Well, we're ready for the ends, but I'm not going to grab it yet. I like finishing the map before I engage the ends. Like a viscous slime. There's more Evil Dead movies. They're producing... What's it called? Shit, what's the new Evil Dead called? Evil Dead. Da-da-ba-da-da-da. Come on, we scrubs. Is the game a little high? Maybe I'll lower the sound effect volume. So we have master volume, music volume, sound volume. I want the Evil Dead franchise page. Films. Evil Dead Rise. That is coming out April 21st, 2023. I am a little. You're a little what? Little teapot? Yeah, Ash vs. Evil Dead is still going on. I'll bring that down to a 9 there. We'll go 7, 8, 9. We'll see how this goes. 7, 8, 9, 10. How's that? Sound effects are still high. I can see that. You guys only just told me now? We've been playing so much in this game. How's that? Too low? Oh, these waves are getting pretty beefy. But then, like, there's supposed to be a follow-up of, like, oh, that's still a little loud. You're not an idiot. This is called a typo. I need more iron. Alright, as long as everyone thinks that this particular volume's good, we'll stick here. Where's my tree? I keep losing. Nope, my tree's lower than that. Huge map is huge. I don't know if you guys caught on to that, but it's pretty fucking huge. Let's make it even easier for me to find my tree. Real big opening. You guys listed Taco? On what? I hope it wasn't one of those, like, websites where they list you for crimes. I'm sorry, Taco. I didn't know they were going to do this to you, I swear. I was not involved in this. It's not my fault. Good lord! I only just realized how long we've been on this map. I think this might be too big. Nah, that's not true. I really like the long maps. How can you listen to anything over the sound of the game, though? What? You have to speak up. I can't hear you. Really, Rock? You're gonna be that hard? I can't afford another drill upgrade, come on. Oh, there we go. I guess that's true. Like, the game volume does vary pretty significantly between moments. Alright, even though Joe listed you on the sex offenders website, and I can't listen to you anymore, you are right. I'll give you that. Sorry Joe did that to you. I don't know why I decided to list you like that. I think that's all I can get out of that typo joke. Mind it for all it's worth. Oh wait, there's more iron up there. That's exactly what I want. Iron. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, it's a rich vein, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Can it go down another layer? Oh, it can. Oh, that's good stuff right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah, just haul it all this way. Come on. Stay together. Buddy system, come on. No. Come on, come on. We're so close. But we're also so close to the timer being up. Good enough, let's go. Alright, come at me. Ah. Get out of here! Waves Char getting pretty big at this stage. Good work, Laser Beam. I could taught him a lesson. Oh. Start throwing my temper tantrum. There we go. Shove you all in there. Grab. No! You know what? That's fine. I wanted the bomb. That's okay. Yeah, this is a 3-hour map here at this size. That is a big boy. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I can't believe there's more down. How much further down does it go? There we go. Good lord. That's a big boy. Yeah. Yeah. Nice hollowed out edge. Has anyone played the Evil Dead game, out of curiosity? It looks a lot like a Dead by Daylight experience. But with the flavor of an Evil Dead on it. Oh. Interesting. Most of that down was just empty space, not actually filled with anything. Watching 5 minutes of it make you vaguely ill? It doesn't seem like it's a kind game for folks with motion sickness, because it does do the Raimi cam, as I call it. Ba-da. Ba-da. Oh, drill. Any third? Playing as the evil is hella swooshy, the Deadites. Seems like a game you only play a few times. The what? The Evil Dead game? It's in the style of Dead by Daylight. The other possibilities, you said the what to when I said the Deadites? That's what the monsters in the Evil Dead universe are called, Deadites. The Raimi cam! He does, like, point-of-view shots as the monsters in his movies, and they did that for the game, so, like really swooshy and flowy. Very, very handheld shaky when you get the point of view of the monsters. And they do that as you can play as the monsters, and, like, you experience that when you move around sometimes. I mean, famously for Evil Dead 1 and 2, Sam Raimi, like, he had to improvise a lot. So, like, a lot of the Steadicam shots in that movie, or those movies, I should say, were achieved with wood and Vaseline, just, like, greasing up a board and sliding the camera along it. And I love that. I love, like, we gotta make this shit work. What do we got in the room? It's something I often refer to as Badger Cam, and that's entirely because of riff tracks. So I got the Badger's got the camera. How close are we? We need 30. Yeah, like, Dead by Daylight did well, and so now every game is kind of turning into Dead by Daylight. Not every game, obviously, but, like, these kind of horror franchising games. In Killer Clown's defense, we haven't seen gameplay, I don't think. It might be different. I hope it's different. I still don't know what a Killer Clown game will look like, despite having seen a couple of, like, brief clips that they've released. I can't tell if it's just, like, a team-based shooter. I don't know what's going on with that game. I love Killer Clowns from Outer Space. It won't be different. That's a safe assumption. 3v6? I just want to see a clown just duck someone. No, now we have to duck them. Phasmophobia? Are you talking about phasmophobia? Duck clowns. Now that's scary. That's proper frightening right there. Fucking duck clowns. Quack quack, motherfucker. Oh, it was a 1v4. Yep, Texas Chainsaw Massacre game coming. I don't know why this is, like, the de facto, oh, you're making a horror game? This is how you make it. Oh, of course. All the time. Good lord, this is tough ground. "3v4. Ah, they're bringing the whole family into the mix, huh? Now you want to get me excited. Tell me that it's not based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1. Tell me it's based off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And that I could have a chainsaw duel with fucking, oh no, I'm forgetting his name. He's one of my favorites. He played Bowser in the Mario Brothers movie. Buy the skins from all the Texas Chainsaw Massacres. His name that I'm looking for is Dennis Hopper. God damn it. You haven't seen 2? Listen. 2 is one of the best movies ever made because... So Tobe Hooper made Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1. And it's like genre defining. It's an important movie in horror movie history and cinema. And then the studio's like, you gotta make another one. It made money. And Tobe Hooper didn't want to, but he did it anyway. And so it's a great example of a man going back and saying, alright, so we made a horror movie. Now we're gonna make a fucking comedy out of this horror movie. It is a weird, bizarre, hilarious movie. A lot of people haven't seen it. I recommend it. Where'd I leave my teleporter? Teleporter? Ah, shit. I don't know where I left my teleporter. I'm gonna have to run up there the old-fashioned way, I think. All horror movies are comedies. See, I don't think all horror movies are comedies. Even though, like, I don't get frightened by movies. Like, I just find them fun to watch. And so often funny. But, like, I have a distinction for comedy. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like, that's a comedy. And it's on purpose. Oh, I see this wave is going to be a fuck you wave, huh? Jesus God. Go ahead and get my big boy upgrade there. And then last month they just shit the bed. Aw. We've already had a controversy about buying skins with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre experience. Overwatch 2 sounds like a nightmare. Yes, it does. Blizzard's really leaned hard on being bad these days. Free until they close the service at the end of the month. I forgot to get my free stuff. Damn it. Blizzard has consistently been, like, really just above and beyond the Call of Duty for being, like, bad at PR. What, you people don't have phones? And then you can only play this game if you have a good phone plan? Like, what the fuck is going on over here, Blizzard? Yeah, right? Like, if this were a prestige run, I'd be very high scoring at the moment. Yeah, not ours anymore. It's funny, like, thinking about some of these companies that were fairly influential, like, when I was younger. Like, Blizzard used to be like, oh my god, amazing, amazing, amazing. And these days it's like, what the fuck? What happened? Child me would be so confused right now. Yeah, like, there's a very clear line in the sand where it's like, oh, when Activision purchased them, things got bad. Really, the thing that would blow child me away the most would probably be like, hey, GameSpy didn't make it. GameSpy's gone. Like, what are you talking about GameSpy's gone? GameSpy will never be gone. I lost my portal. I don't know where the fuck it is anymore. They made solid games, but never called anything they did near perfect. Yeah, GameSpy Arcade, baby. I miss it. You're gonna tell me with a straight face, Scomper, that Lost Vikings is not a perfect video game? How dare you? How can you live with yourself and have that kind of opinion? Yeah, Sega doesn't make consoles anymore? What? You're telling me that Valve is going to end up just making a storefront and then will never make another fucking video game again? No one's ever heard of Lost Vikings. Lost Vikings is clearly the best... Damn it! Traxium's here to tell the truth. Lost Vikings is not that bad. It's certainly not the worst video game. It's a little frustrating to play these days. But I had my fun with it when I was a kidder. Lack of Elder Scrolls 6 makes me feel bad. We gotta continue selling new copies of Elder Scrolls 5. There's a new version available for the Switch, come on. I hear it runs super great, and definitely doesn't have any problems. My laser beam is fully upgraded, my shield is fully upgraded. We're basically done with my sword. I could stand to move faster, let's be serious. Yeah, it definitely hasn't aged well. Keep forgetting to place your portal. I've been trying to figure out where I left my other portal, but you're right. I keep forgetting about my other one. Get out of here! It does have a very weird aesthetic. Not too many games look like that. What other weird? What's another weird early Blizzard game? Didn't they make Stunt Racer FX or something like that? Lost Vikings, a cartoon Vikings in space? How can this be bad? This'll help me find my fucking portal. There it is! I was going this way! Ah! Yeah, the puzzles are slow, unforgiving, frustrating at times. Diablo 2 wasn't all that great. Yeah. Like, I like Diablo 2, but I've never, like... I know people that can play Diablo 2 for 1,000 hours and not get tired of it. That's not for me. Here's my tree. '90 was alright. There it is. You know, I should place my other type of portal. Hold on. We're gonna take you. Place you. Take you. And there we go. It's just that easy. More iron, yeah! Double 2 was very good, so was StarCraft and Warcraft 3. No Warcraft 2 love? I really liked Warcraft 2. I do agree that Warcraft 3 is better. It's just worse StarCraft. That's fair. That's fair. I've said this before, but I have fond memories of Warcraft 2 because Warcraft 2, I got away with a school assignment way back when, where I did a thing about deforestation. And it was all me playing Warcraft 2 and being like, notice how we start with lots of trees. And at the end, there's just no more trees. Was this a thinly veiled excuse to play Warcraft instead of doing homework? No. StarCraft games are probably their best. I think their best is no longer their best because they kept, you know, fucking with it over time, but peak Hearthstone might be my favorite Blizzard game. It was fast-paced, it had a lot of fun mechanics, it had a lot of fun interactions. They did eventually just, like, obliterate it. But there was a time where, like, Hearthstone was, like, really fucking good. Matches were just the right length. It was good stuff. Leif, what's up, buddy? God, we found a lot of iron all of a sudden. They stuck to outdated controls and insisted that that's the way RTSs are supposed to be played. Yeah, they definitely had a formula and they didn't want to deviate. And a cookie cake coma, you turned 40 today. Happy birthday, Leif! Self-contained Gwent game within Witcher 3. I think my favorite card game is Shadowverse. I really like Shadowverse. We'll go and upgrade our stupid drill again. Card games annoy me with how expensive they are. That's why my favorite one is Shadowverse. Like, Shadowverse, no joke, without playing an obsessive amount, without spending a single dollar, you could have a competitive deck. And you could maintain high ranks. Like, it's a super generous game. They give you free booster packs constantly. They give you free tickets to enter into... Oh, I can't upgrade my drill yet. Free tickets for the arena and, like, tournaments and stuff. It's the most generous card game there ever is. It's great stuff. I really, really appreciate Shadowverse for what it is. Hearthstone was always a bit, like, too expensive to get into. It wasn't terribly free-to-play friendly, but it rode the line for a little while. And that's, like, peak Hearthstone. And then they went hard in the other direction. They're like, no, you want to play this game? You're probably going to need to spend money. And that's when I fell off, and I was like, couldn't do it. Can't do it. They inevitably make the old cards obsolete or banned. Shadowverse, they routinely bring back the old cards for, like, events and stuff, and you can get anything that you can get in the standard rotation ladder experience, you can get in the unlimited ladder experience. So they don't make it so that your old cards feel useless. Like, Hearthstone, Wild always felt like it was like a dirty place. People didn't respect Wild. So over in Shadowverse Land, you want to play with all your cards, it's fully supported, and you can get anything you can get in the normal ladder is available in that ladder. It's basically like, where do you want to go? Do you want to play one way or the other? Equally supported. It's another reason why I really like Shadowverse. Like, I have decks that I made years ago, all the cards in it are not currently in the rotations format, and I can still play that deck, and I can still win matches with it. And that blows me away. There are no other games where it's like that. Kind of wish we had some new silly point and click games like Grim Fandango. A brand new Monkey Island game just came out. Yes, overcharge the shields. Is it a new one or a remake? It's a new one, if I recall, yeah. People are poo-pooing it because the art style is different, but I don't understand that. I think the art style is still very befitting of a Monkey Island. But yeah, they still make point-and-click games. Not as frequently. A bunch of the Sam & Max games were pretty worthwhile. They'll never be as good as Sam & Max Hit the Road, of course, but what could compare to Sam & Max Hit the Road? Yeah, Hit the Road is nothing can touch the throne of Hit the Road. Leaving it is encouraged. Yeah, the same issue Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering has always been a pricey hobby, I agree. It's why I stopped being a regular collector of the cards. I couldn't keep up. I still enjoy Magic. I think the gameplay of Magic is going to be my favorite card game experience. But boy howdy, it's expensive. At this point, I just, every once in a while, a set will be like, hey, you liked Kamigawa, we went back. I'm like, alright, fine, I'll buy some Kamigawa cards. Did they go back and censor stuff? I don't know. What's important with Magic the Gathering, though, is you can play it how you want to. Like, you don't have to adhere to anything. Unless you're trying to play, like, Magic the Gathering Arena, like the online version. At that point, you are stuck with whatever they want to give you. But in real life, like, I've never adhered to rotation rules of Magic the Gathering. Erie's a lawless place. Kinda wish GW wasn't being a huge dickbag and making a super low print of the Magic Gathering cards. What? You know what? I really gotta go upgrade this stupid drill. I can't live like this anymore. We should, by the time I get up there, have 30. Oh yeah, the tree! Gotta get my free 3. God damn, this is a big map. The huge size map might actually be excessively large. Yeah, one problem that is fairly indefensible for Magic the Gathering is that they do some things with the second-hand market in mind. Like, specifically, like, oh, we gotta keep the value of these cards high. They're catering to folks that are like, I didn't buy these to play with them. I bought them to resell them later. And that's not a market I really ever want to encourage. Yeah, like, limited runs of stuff are designed to create high-cost things in the secondhand market. And it's like, ain't nobody got the time or money for that. Come on. I want my Necron deck. I was sad that we finally went back to motherfucking Kamigawa. And it was just for one third of what's normally a set. Like, normally there's 3 waves of a set. And there's, like, fun interactions with the cards, new keywords and stuff. The Return to Kamigawa was just 1/3 the normal set. And they barely expanded on all the keywords that I wanted more of. So I was a little let down. I didn't realize it was going to be a smaller experience. Yes, scalpers are terrible. That's again why I don't like stuff that is geared towards secondhand sales. Like, don't do that. Come on. Come on, really? More of these sons of bitches? I just don't buy things from scalpers. Like, I just don't. Like, I'll buy used things, but at reasonable goddamn prices. I refuse to engage with, like, oh, you want this hard-to-find thing? Give us extra money. Like, no, I wait. I can wait. Gonna lose all your zappy juice. I'll waggle what I want to waggle. That's Wizard of the Coast for you. Yep. Scalpers are a plague on the trading card game worlds. They're a plague on the trading card game worlds and anything that experiences even a small degree of scarcity. As we experience with the modern console cycle currently happening. You looking for a PlayStation 5, kid? Sure, give me $700. It's like, come on. Oh my god, Jimmy's alive? What's going on there, sport? Exactly, anything. Anything. If it could be sold at inflated prices, there you go. Ding, 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 ding. On par with landlords. Sleep well, Mega. Pleasant dreams. Throw those reds on the pile. Alright, finally completed my outline. Wait a minute. That's 1. That's 2. That is 3. Good. Landlords are scalpers, but for homes. I'm just, like, trying to find the outline of the whole map, which we have just done. Actually, I think there's a little bit on the right I need to finish. Investors are home scalpers. Also true. We're veering dangerously close to having another one of those conversations. But Gomper's here this time. Gomper could say the magic words. It's Mighty Odin Salt every time. Out of townies? Leaf peepers? Do. Leaf peeper's the worst. Ding, 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 ding. Ooh. Gonna preempt that one. It's possible that there wasn't going to be a sexist joke there, but very unlikely. Yeah, like 1%. Somewhere in that ballpark. I would like a bigger... The worst. If that's the first thing you say. Exactly. And the reason it started like an Andy joke, and I was like, "Oh, Andy." Then it became increasingly apparent, like, I'm guessing this is going to be one of those. I came to your channel and saw that your rules say not to be a bastard, and now I'm going to test the bastard. Stop. No. No. 3 of them? Holy shit. Are you serious, game? Still got all my shield, though. Really killed his 8th grade class with that joke today. I don't understand. That joke, it slayed in class. They didn't even wait for the punchline. So much for tolerance. You told awful jokes in school, you would have passed on that one. Do the work for me. I have to do this. I have to know it's clear on the sides. Otherwise, my brain itches. I don't think I could damage myself from the bomb. I'm pretty sure there is no system in place for damage to the player character. I've never actually stood there and let the explosion go off of me near it. There's just that normal reaction in your brain of like, I will avoid blowing myself up. Alright, the next bomb, we'll blow ourselves up for science. Alright, I'm pretty sure we're done with the right hand of the map. All done. I think it's time for this half of the map. I just said we'll try it for science. Yar, learn about the mind, shaking box, me boy. Sponge box, me Bob. Do 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 do. I can't believe how many times I've upgraded my goddamn drill, and this is still the speed we're at here. Guess on these huge maps, they want you to upgrade your drill even more. Sponge box, me boy. Wait, am I done? Am I done digging? Have I completed the map? I think we're good. I think we're good. There's one more upgrade for my sword. I don't think I've ever fully upgraded every part of the sword. So, I need one more iron for that. Which means I'll let one more day pass before I complete this game. No, you haven't seen in a while? Good. It's true, I've been waiting. Sponge boy, me Bob! How's it going, Chucko? Ah, SpongeBob, me shaking boy. You need to bring forth more triangles, water circles, and slappy patties for me dresser under the garments behind the plankton's trash bin. My tree's not ripe yet. I gotta wait. Well, anyway, to finish the thought on Caves of Kevid, they have taken a hiatus from updating the game because they're focused entirely on the big update that's coming. We're gonna get the fucking elevator into space, the space elevator. It's happening. So I figured we'll just wait for the next we'll wait for the big update and we'll make a fresh character. And experience all the game has to offer. Come on, Wave! I got a piece so bad. You know what? I can start carrying up the end piece. I have my emergency teleport ready. No, I'm not even gonna make it to it. Never mind. Wow, it's far down here. Whoops. Make money for collected maidens. But you're maidenless, boy. Do it. Bam, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Now you're dead. Boom, you're dead. Waves are getting elaborate. Hurry, Wave, I'm going to pee my pants. That's how the jellyfish went extinct, don't you know? Warp. Come on. Yes, there it is, alright. We just gotta grab... Boop, boop, boop. Hurl them over there, grab this. Have to pee, gotta go pee. Pee. Come on. Up we go. From the makers of Pico comes urine. Urine for a lot of fun with Pico's new urine. Tell your parents you're looking for urine, kids. And here it is. Fuck, no wait, I needed 3 for aim! Shit. I hope there's no achievement for having every one of these unlocked, because I'll be pissed if all I needed was 3 more. Because now we're on... this is it. This is the last wave. It's victory now. Good. There better not be. Sure, it's fucking crowded. Get off my dog! Oh my god, there's so many drill boys coming. Woo! Neighborhood's really gotten the shit. Veteran Keeper. Achievement unlocked. Unlock new element. Reflect. Trigger an ability, an active ability reflect incoming projectiles. Oh yes.